Hello, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York. And still breaking in my wonderful Mr. Bragg pipe with cherry aromatic. Mm-hmm. So, so it worked for the next couple weeks. I'm going to be getting some overtime, which means that I'll be working more than 40 hours per week. We have a special government project that came through, which I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you that what we're doing will definitely combat the deadly COVID virus. And so we've received that job, and we need to strike and get it done. So I feel pretty proud to be able to serve my country and my fellow mankind in that capacity of being part of this project. A lot of the things that we do I can't talk about, but it will definitely have a dramatic impact on things. So, like I said, I'm extremely proud and honored to be on the team that is part of this. Where I work, it's a family owned business, and the owner, he's a young guy in his mid 40s, and he's extremely driven, and I love that about him. And when he gets a project that he's excited about, the whole factory basically bonds together, and we're all behind him. He takes very good care of all of us, and therefore we take very good care of him. And that's all I can say about that project. I can't tell you what it is, unfortunately. But we do a lot of work for the government, a lot of work for military, and when I'm involved in making parts for the aerospace industry or for the military, I get this feeling of extreme pride that I can somehow make a difference. And I try to put the best possible quality into my work, because there's some young men and young women that are going to be using these things that we make, or a portion of the parts that we make are going to be building something that they're going to need to rely on, and it has to be top-notch quality. And I've always been about that. So like I shared with you before, I have a background in finance and banking, and this by far, working in this machine shop or sheet metal shop, whatever you want to call it, has probably been one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had. And I'm not going to get rich working there. I mean, I can pay my bills, which I live pretty simply. I don't carry any debt. So I'm able to easily support myself and then some on top of that. So I'm pretty excited about this new project that we've been awarded, and it's an honor to be part of it. I used to have to work in the banking industry and the finance industry because none of you know this, but I have raised 6 sons and 4 daughters. My oldest son, unfortunately, back in May of 2017, took his own life, and so I have 5 sons and 4 daughters and 1 son in heaven. And that was probably one of the hardest things that I ever had to cope with. And if it wasn't for my faith, I don't know where I would be. I miss him every day. He was my firstborn. He would have been 35 years old now. Wow. Unfortunately, he made that choice, and we all have to live with that. So keep that in mind if you get feeling down, if you get feeling lonely, if you get feeling that life just isn't worth living for. There's people that love you and care about you, and if you make that choice to end your life, the pain that you feel is just put on others that care about you, except it's extremely magnified. And I hope to God I never ever have to go through that again. But we got through it, and we're dealing with it. I hope this video is not a bummer for some of you folks. I've talked about some good things in my life and some things that have happened to me that weren't so good. And I realized after my son was gone that, hey, you got to be a stand-up guy, and because you have 4 daughters and 5 other sons that all need you. And the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was speak at my son's funeral. And I managed to somehow find the strength to do that. When you lose somebody like that, you know, for a while it's extremely hard, and then, you know, you deal with it, and then sometimes it comes back, grabs you by the fanny and beats you up a little bit again. I'm going to pause this video for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, so sorry about that. We're back. So I've been really blessed to have raised 4 beautiful daughters. They range, the youngest will be 18 in February, and they go all the way up to 28 years old, my daughters. And I've been extremely fortunate that they've all chosen good men. You can't ask for more than that. And as far as my sons, what is it about sons? They all try you on for size. They get to that age of 14 to 16 years old. They all have to feel that they have to try the old man on for size. Whether it be by being rebellious or, sometimes wanting physical confrontations to see if they can take the old man, sometimes jokingly and sometimes not. But they've all turned out very well. My youngest son is going to be 17 in February. And I've had the honor to raise 3 stepsons. I don't like to refer to them as stepsons. They're my boys. I've raised them since they were 2, 3, and 5, and now they're all in their late 20s to early 30s. When you marry a woman that has children, you marry the children too, or at least you better be prepared to, because they come with a deal. But I have 8 grandchildren, and probably many more to come, figuring I have so many children that are now adults, married. So life does throw you a lot of joy and happiness, but it can also throw you, a lot of turmoil and sadness. And I think every family and every individual at some point in time is going to go through both, and you have to be prepared to deal with that. You can't just give up. You can't just call it quits, You have to dig down deep within yourself, and having a faith or a belief in the big guy upstairs certainly helps a lot. So I have 99 subscribers now. I'm pretty happy with that. Looking towards 100 and then beyond. So I guess we're just smoking a pipe together and rambling on. So those are some of the things that none of you guys knew about me. I did used to be, here's something that very few people know about me. I did used to be a Mormon priest. Yeah, I was a Mormon priest. And for about the past 2 years, I've been an ordained minister, which I did online. Anybody can really do that if they want to. I chose to do it. but I never press my beliefs on anybody else. It's not my right to do that. If somebody wants to know, or somebody ever needs to talk, you guys know where to reach me. If you guys are, or gals, are having problems in your life that you need to hash out and talk, you can always contact me. So you never know what life is going to throw at you, good or bad, happy or sad. I try to surround myself with a good group of people, and the ones that in my life that were caustic, I had to decide that I wasn't going to have those relationships anymore. So surround yourself with good people that will encourage you and bring you up instead of bring you down. Well, I guess that's my take on life tonight. I hope you've enjoyed our smoke together. This is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out.